Hi everybody, welcome to Contemporary World Issues, History 1020 online. My name is Peter Mortensen, and this is the first of our weekly videos. Essentially every week I'll post a short video, and we'll talk about things that are happening in the class. The videos, I'll try to keep them short. I'm not going to lecture online. The bulk of the work of the course is delivered by you reading articles and the textbook. So these videos will be 5, 10, 15 minutes long, I think are the longest they usually go. And I'm not going to be redundant. I'm going to talk about the syllabus, and I'll talk about assignments, and I'll remind you of things, certainly, in the videos. But hopefully I'll be able to explain some assignments better. I'll address questions as they come up. So if somebody sends me an email, I'll certainly reply to the email, but if it's a good if there's something useful that was talked about, I'll certainly bring it up in the video too. I won't bring up any names. I'm not going to embarrass anybody, but if somebody asks a good question, I'll probably answer it here too. And talk about some tips for assignments and maybe how to approach some of them in different ways. Also give you updates on how I'm doing in terms of grading and how the work is going for the class. This first week, there's nothing due in this class, so there's no assignment due for this week. All you should be doing is taking a look through D2L and seeing what the class is about. So on the welcome page on D2L under News, I have where to start looking, which is under Materials and under Content. And the syllabus is actually the whole first section under Content. And it starts with the sort of schedule and talks about what the points in the class. It goes week by week through what we'll be doing. And then the rest of the syllabus is in pieces. Well, sections, I should say, not pieces. But there's talks about requirements for writing and talks about what there are a few quizzes in the class, discussion posts, those sorts of general requirements. Then talks specifically about every assignment. Don't be overwhelmed. Remember, we're going to do all of this over 16 weeks. Looking at all this the first day can be overwhelming, but the class is very doable. It's a survey course designed for freshmen and sophomores taking history. So, but take a look and see if this is the sort of work that you want to do and work that will interest you, and so that you know what you're getting into this semester. Like I said, there's nothing due this week. Our first assignment is due. All of our assignments this semester are due on Thursdays, and so our first assignments will be due the second week, Thursday of the second week, which I believe, and I should have this date in mind. See, Monday's the 13th, right? And so our first Thursday is the 16th, so our first due date is the 23rd for work. So this week, focus on all of your classes, of course, and getting organized with those. For this class, simply take a look at what you have to be doing. Let's see. For those of you that haven't been in online classes before, remember that online courses take a little more discipline than others. There's something to be said for going into a classroom and being with a bunch of people who are doing the same assignment as you, and a teacher there to remind you of what you should be doing and explaining what needs to happen. And that isn't here. The weekly video is try to replace that, a weekly check-in, but you can avoid them. Basically, you can not look at them. You can not look at the assignments. You can not log in. You can put it off. And those are the dangers of online coursework. I know everybody here has the best of intentions of finishing the class and doing the work, and I know you're all capable of it. That's why you're in college, right? Is you're capable of doing this work. But don't let it go. Don't put it off. Make sure to keep up with the work. Check in with the class every week. Essentially, in this class, there's something due almost every week. And so don't let assignments slip by. Don't let the class slip by and escape you. This class in particular, there's a lot of reading and writing in this class, but it's parceled out across the semester. There's one textbook. Some of you will find it really fun, some of you will find it pretty dry, but it's a good history book. It focuses on international relations of the world in the past 70 years, which is something I'm interested in, and which is a sort of a good framework to talk about the world in the last 70 years, because since 1945, the world has become a very global place. Things that happen in one locality impact others. So it's the McWilliams and Petrovsky book is a very good book. You'll also be reading some newspaper articles and magazine articles this semester too. And that's something I give you a heads up about in the syllabus as well. There's a current events project. There's a whole series of assignments this semester involved with it. You can take a look at those in the syllabus. I'll start talking more specifically about them next week. But for now, start thinking about an international news story that you want to follow this semester. You get to pick the topic and the place. The one rule is it can't be happening in the United States. So for instance, today Governor Chris Christie apologized for his staff creating traffic jams to smear his opponent. While that might be an interesting news story, that's not an appropriate story for this class because it's happening in the United States. So you should think about an international news story. So it can certainly involve the United States. So for instance, U.S. policy in Syria, how the United States is trying to broker a peace between Assad and some of the rebel factions. That's definitely a story that you can follow because it has that international angle. So take a look through the news or watch the news and start coming up with ideas of what you might want to follow and read about this semester. If you're not a news reader, you're going to be, at least this semester. Let's see. That's all I have for this first week. I don't know if you heard that groan. That's my dog. She sits here on the couch with me, and that's her sleeping sounds. So she's pretty noisy. We'll maybe take a look at her another week. But sometimes she interrupts me. She'll make noises or pester for attention while I'm talking on the computer. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this week. So remember, no assignment this week other than looking through the syllabus and getting acquainted with what's going on in the class. I'm also going to post a discussion for this first week. The discussion is for no points. It's just a sort of a get-to-know-you discussion. I'll put some questions up there and I'll post some things. I'll answer them too. I'm gonna play the game as well. So if you want to let some of your classmates know about yourself and say hello and get to learn about some of them, you can check out that first discussion post. I'll call it Introduction Discussion or something creative like that. And I'll put that up, and it's not required. And like I said, it's not going to be for any points. It's just to sort of get to know, give everybody a chance to get to know each other before we get underway. So good luck this first week. Good luck in this class. I look forward to hearing from all of you and working with you this semester. Good luck. I'll see you on the video next week.